Hello, welcome. We are going to draw the true shape, the development, the front elevation, the end elevation of a given frustrum or truncated rectangular pyramid. As you can see, we are having some drawing here. It is showing a truncated pyramid having the base and the vertical height 70, and then the frustrum itself measures 20 by 50 above the horizontal plane. And the question says or reads, the figure shown is a front elevation of a truncated rectangular pyramid with base 60 mm by 30 mm. Draw the given front, the plan, the true shape of the cut face, end elevation showing the cut face, and the development of the lateral surfaces. So what do we do? First of all, we can draw the plan, and then we project from the plan, we come up with the front elevation, which is already given here. Then we proceed with other drawing. So let's start by drawing the plan, and the plan is rectangle in shape. So we begin. So what we have here is our plan, which is rectangular shaped, and it's measuring 60 by 30, out of which we are going to project the front elevation above, and therefore we are going to have a baseline for us to draw our given front elevation up here. So from the plan we can have some space up and draw our baseline, out of which we can put our front elevation. Here it goes. Can draw. Now we are assuming this is our baseline, and this baseline we project lines from the plan with a vertical edge. There it goes. And then we complete the projection. So that means this is the base of our front elevation. Now, how do we determine the vertex? The vertex is 70 mm above the baseline, and therefore it means we have to get the center point on the plan for the vertex by joining the diagonals. So we join the diagonals. The point of intersection for the diagonals gives us the vertex on the plan. So like we are saying, this is point V, the center point. So we project it upwards with a straight line on which we shall establish, on that axis we shall establish our point of vertex for the front elevation of our rectangular pyramid. So this is the axis, and now we measure 70 above the base, is 70 mm. So this one becomes point V, and then we can join it back to our base with slant lines. There it goes. We can as well name our base as 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is corresponding to 1, 2. This one corresponds to 4, 3 on your base. Once we've done that, we are going to establish the point where the cutting plane cuts on our front elevation according to our question. So the first one is at a distance 50 mm above the base. So on this side, we can draw a vertical line at the first point. We can also draw another vertical line at this point. Now the first one is 60, not 60 but 50. So we measure 50, here it is. So we are going to have it point 50 there. Another one is 20 on this other side. 20. Once we've done this way, we are going to transfer the points horizontally back to our pyramid. So this is the first point, and the next point is here. Here it is. Now we join the 2 points to get the cutting lane or the cut face. So we can join this back here. Now we use an outline to now come up with the frustrum, or what we are referring to as the truncated pyramid. So what we have done is we have drawn the front elevation. We have also drawn part of the plan. We are not yet through with the plan. So, but now we have the front elevation. Now, once you have the front elevation, we now want to finish the plan, because on the plan, we've just drawn it, assuming there is no cut face. Now, because it's cut, we need to project this point, and we also need to project this point to appear on the plan. How do we do it? We project them vertically downwards using a vertical edge and a horizontal support. So we come here and drop a line from the first point of intersection between the cutting plane and the slopes. So here it goes. And then here again, we drop it. Now, that means this is the first point. This is the second point, the third point, the fourth. So you're joining using your outline. You join the points. Now we have drawn our plan. We have completed our plan. We have drawn our front. We want to draw our end elevation. The question wanted us to have the end elevation showing the cut face. It means we are going to draw it on the left by seeing the pyramid from the right. So we are going to project our vertex to the left with a projection line. So we have your horizontal edge there. Then you project this. Then once you've done that, you also project or extend your baseline. Then with your compass, we transfer point 1 and point 2 using this one as our center point. Okay, so we take number 1 and then we draw a curve or an arc. Come back here again, take point 2, then project it as a curve. Now once done that way, we also want to project the center point because it will assist us get the vertex on the end elevation. So let's draw it horizontally to meet side 1, 2. Then again you take your compass and you bring it back. Once it reaches that base, we elongate it, or we project it, or we extend it upwards to meet the line up there, so as to give us the vertex. So we can elongate it as it goes up. So this point of intersection, we can call it V1. Joining back here, we can draw this line, also draw this other line. Okay, now let's bring the numbers. This is 1 and 4. and then this is 2 and 3. This 2 and 3. So again, because we want to find our points of intersection on this side, we can again do the same, projecting horizontally this side, also project this other point on the left. Now that's done. So the first one is we want this point and this point on this side. We are going to have 1 and 2. So this is 1 and 2 is here. So we put 1, 2. And then we have this one here. This one is on 3 and 4. So this is point 3 and 4. Come with it, look for where 3 is, you put a dot. Where 4 is, you put a dot. So now we are going to join again those points to complete our end elevation. So we have done the end elevation. We want to do the true shape. The true shape is like we are viewing the cut face perpendicularly, because if you view it vertically from top, it doesn't give us the true shape on the plan. For us to get the true shape, then it means we are going to view the cut face perpendicularly. How do we do it? We are going to move this plane just a little bit downwards, and then we come with your right angled line or straight line, perpendicular line. From that first point you draw a line, then again you come here, you draw another line. Once we have done that way, we want to establish this point, this point, this point, this point, transfer them here. So the first thing is we take the first point, this one here, and this one will be our reference. So we come, we pick it, we follow the same line, and then we make a mark. Then next is this other point. We come, we take it, come with it here, put a mark. Next is this other point, and this one here, this is the reference point. So we take this, come here, make a mark. Next is this. So this one again, pick that, come with this on that point and make a mark. So we are going to join again those points, and it will give us a true shape, the shape of the cut face. So there it goes. We have joined. That is the cut face. What are we remaining with? We are remaining with having our development. Our development of the lateral face is like, now we are going to come up with what we refer to as a net diagram. Net diagram, such a way that we are going to cut along one slope, and then we open up this front elevation to come up with our full net. Now we are going to use our true length for us to be able to draw our development. How do we do it? First of all, we draw a straight line through the point of vertex on the plan, horizontal line to meet one side, 3, 4. This horizontal line can be drawn that way to meet and just pass a little bit. Then taking the center V with 3, we draw an arc to meet that point, that line I mean. So we just want to get the true length that we are going to use. So this point can be transferred up here, and this one can be done by our vertical edge together with the horizontal support, and now we bring it here to come and meet our base. So once it meets our base, we join it back to the vertex V. So we come back to join V to that point. Have we joined? Yes. Now this is the distance we're going. We can use this one as X. We can call it X. So we're going to take Vx to be our true length. Okay, so we come and pick that distance to X. Then before we draw our net or our curve, we need to transfer point V somewhere in this working space because it cannot be worked along this area. It's already filled up with a true shape drawing. So let's transfer. How do we transfer this line? We can have it here. First of all, we realign. Then we move it a little bit. We move it a little bit down here. Once we move it, we can draw that line. We can draw it so that it comes downwards. Now we say let our V start from here, and then we can call it V. Then now with our distance Vx, we can come back here and draw a curve. Having done that, we take number 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, and 4, 1, and transfer this measurements. We first transfer this, and then take 2, 3. We are opening up to form a net. We make an arc. Next is 3, 4. We make an arc, and lastly is 4, 1. Come and make an arc. Good. Now we are going to join. Again, take this and join back to V. Join this. Join this. And also join this. So we say that we are opening up starting from point 1. So this is 1, and this is 2, 3, 4. We come back to 1. Now the next thing is to carry this point and this one back to our net, and this one you can just transfer using a compass from V, the first point. You come back to V, you draw an arc. Next is this one here. From V, we carry that, okay, back to V here. We draw an arc. Okay, we have drawn those two arcs. Now next is we want to start some of the important points that will be joined to come up with the net of a truncated curve. Now here, first of all, we want point 1. This is point 1 and 2. So we come here. This is the arc we are using from here up to here. This is point 1 and 2. Okay, so this is the V, and this is 1. We put a dot, and where on the same arc, 1 we put a dot, and 2 on the same arc. So here it is. Next is 3 and 4. 3 and 4. We look at this other arc where 3 is. We put a dot. 3 and 4. Now once we've done that, we are going to join. So we join with straight lines. We join with straight lines. We join with straight lines. There it goes. So what we have is our development for the truncated rectangular pyramid. We have the front that was given a question, we have the plan, and then we have the true shape, then we have the end elevation as being observed from the right hand side. Thank you very much for attending to my class. Consider subscribing to the channel. Have a nice day.